everybody, it's Cappy from Always in Stitches in Noblesville, Indiana. Peter's behind the camera. Say hey, Peter.
Hey, Cappy.
Yeah, say hey, Cappy. Not hey, that wouldn't make sense. You're probably, there was, who was it? Gracie and George Burns and Gracie. I don't remember. I know that they had a banter that went back and forth years ago. I'm telling you how old I am. It was really my grandmother's time, but I watched it because I was with my grandmother a lot. But it was like, say goodnight, Gracie. Good night, Gracie. And it was not, that was funny. Anyway.
What's that book? Good Night Moon?
Good Night Moon. Oh my gosh. Read that a few thousand times for the kids growing up. So we're in the wool department today, and it's kind of fun because this is not an area that I usually play in. They joke that I say wool is a four-letter word. I'm just not that good at doing that kind of stuff, and so it's not my game. But I really respect people who do. I'm so impressed with some of the wool samples we've got. I mean, here's one here. This is just so, this is like inner fiber. It's all different. It's interdimensional or multi-dimensional. This is wool. It's got a cotton, like a dishcloth on it. It's got little buttons. It's just, it's mixed media. That's the word I'm trying to think of, mixed media. And I love when this happens. I think it's really an artistic way to work with fiber. And so to help meet your needs when it comes to all these different kinds of fibers, we carry wool. And I'm trying to do a little explanation about the wool we carry. So when you look at these two pieces, they're both called fat 16ths, but they are not the same size. So, excuse me, when you look at a fat quarter from a piece of fabric, we take a yard of fabric, we cut it into 4 pieces. That gives you fat quarters, okay? Then when you cut it again, you get fat 8ths, and then you cut it again and you get fat 16ths. So in quilting, our fat quarters, fat 8ths, fat 16ths are a standard size because width of fabric is 45 to 44 inches. A yard is always 36. In wool, it's all different. And so when you look at a fat 16th, it came out of a yard this way, but the other way can be 20 inches, 40 inches, 60 inches. It varies. So when you're looking at a piece of wool, this piece, which is called a fat 16th, and this piece called a fat 16th, are not the same size. So when you look at it, you're like, well, that didn't make sense. Well, the prices reflect that too. This one's $3. This one is $7 because there's more fabric in it. There are also different weights and textures. So when you're in our shop buying fat 8ths, fat 16ths, fat 32nds, there's a whole rack full of all different wools. When you look at those wools over here, they're all different sizes. They're also all different prices. Even though a fat 16th in one fabric will be one way, another fat 16th in another will be another way. So it's a little deceptive. You need to get the piece out and look at it. The other thing is, some of these have been felted or pre-washed, some of them have not, or they haven't been maybe felted to the level of felting you want. So if you buy a piece, you're like, oh, I love that color, but I need it to be denser because of the project I'm working on, and you wash it, it's going to shrink up even more. So you have to allow a little extra for when you do your shrinking if you want to wash it again. A lot of what we have is already pre-felted, but like this piece that has been pre-felted, it is felted wool, is a little more flimsy and not as dense as I might want it for my project. Or it may be exactly the way I want it for my project. And this piece, which is a little more dense than this piece, I might be okay with that one and not need to wash it again. So it's like working with paints. You have different colors, you have different textures, and when you get into wool, realize that just because it tells you it's a fat 16th, it's not always going to be the same size. The wool is going to be different weights and textures and colors and sizes and so on like that. So for my people who cross over from quilting into wool, sometimes they're like, well, this isn't a fat 8th or this isn't a fat 16th. It's not by the way we measure quilts, but by the way you measure wool, it's right on the money. So just be informed and aware of that so that you understand. And then if you haven't gotten into the wool part of things, take a look at it. It's such a great just a hand project, especially getting into winter time. It's nice to have it to have just to sit and stitch. And you use embroidery stitches, you trim things and you stick them down, and there's a whole process to it. If you're interested in any of the wool work, come see us. We can help you get started on some basic projects. But it's that time of year. It's time to start working with wool. So come see what we've got. We've got a nice little area here that is hand stitching and wool and punch needle and kind of those kind of arts that don't require a whole sewing machine and a big space to do it in. So this is a great beginner project. And speaking of punch needle, that's what I wanted to kind of segue into. Did you see how I did that? Sorry, he's shaking his head. My Steven Spielberg over there. So punch needle has really taken off. If we used to do, they called it rug hooking. We used great big pieces of wool as rug hooking. I brought you this little sample so you can see it's dimensional. And what you do is you have a needle that has the floss through it, and you punch that needle and it makes these little designs, kind of like a miniature rug, if you will. This is one we have called Black Chicken that's just adorable. And of course they put it on this chicken frame, this chicken wire frame, which looks really cute. And these are fun to do. They're small projects. These make great Christmas gifts because it's a complete set. See, everything's there. I don't have to think about what I want. All you'd have to do is buy the needle. This comes with the fabric that you can punch it on. And then they've trimmed that really tight and then mounted it on this. So that's how they've made that look. So love this little project. But we got two new ones in I wanted to show you. These are called mandala. And these are really fun. They're great for beginners. Pretty much all skill levels can start this program. I would start little people, younger people, and these really finish up nice. They go quick. It's kind of brainless activity in that you just have to punch again and again and again and just outline the lines, like coloring in the lines. So if you're looking for something fun to do, I would suggest you check out the wool and the punch needle. Great fun projects. It's an area we don't always do a lot of discussion about, but gosh, it is so much fun. We've got here the very same kit for this one that I just showed you. We've actually got a little piece of wool in there to make it really look fun. So if you're looking for kits and want something to give to somebody for Christmas, this was called Granny's Legacy. This is the one's Granny Legacy. This one here is Rachel's of Greenfield Black Hen. That's the name of that one. And this one is the Mandala Ultra Punch Mandala number 1 and Ultra Punch Mandala number 6. So if you're looking for those, you can't find them on the website, just call Deborah and order. She'll help you get connected with those and tell her you saw it on the video. And then she'll come ask me, what did you show? And I won't remember. And we'll have all that. We'll get you connected. We'll figure out what you need. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about. So we teased them last week by showing them the retreat center. And we've had our first retreat, and it was a booming success. Wouldn't you say, Peter? Yeah, I mean...
yes, it was.
We really had fun. We had about 30 people show up. There was a couple people had conflicts that were unable to come at the last minute, but...
Oh, the one girl, one of our customers who watches every video... I saw her name on one of the buckets and I got real excited because she's a regular here and she likes all the floss tubes and she likes all the what's new videos. And so I got excited. I was like, oh, I can't wait till she comes here so I can see what she brought to work on. Well, she didn't end up making it. Because she needed to mend her husband. So she came in Saturday to the shop. Yeah. And so I got to catch up.
Yeah, got to catch up. Yeah. So our customers.
So that was fun.
Yeah, our customers are like family, and I love that you guys come in and visit. Sometimes you get to see us wandering around. Sometimes you don't. If you want to say hi, don't hesitate to say, hey, I'm here. I'd like to talk to Cappy or Peter or whatever. Sometimes we're in the back working on stuff. But, our customers really are our family, and we feel like we know what's going on in your lives sometimes, and we love catching up with you. So, yeah, it was fun having everybody here for a couple days. It was great food. It went well. The event center worked out. It was, we figured out some things we need to do a little differently. We needed more ironing stations and more cutting stations than what we had available. And the food turned out good. We've got leftovers for the staff, so we're going to be eating lunch today out of the refrigerator. But it was so good that you know what we had to do.
Uh-oh. Cappy? What'd you do?
Well, we've got another one. So it's going to be January 24th and 25th. It's another Stitch at Home. We're going to do it the same way we did before. Well, a couple changes. First of all, we're not going to serve breakfast. We figured out that you're coming from home anyway, so you can eat breakfast at home. And breakfast is one of those meals that everybody kind of has specific things they want. So we're not going to serve breakfast. We're just going to serve like a late lunch and an early dinner, or kind of a late breakfast, early dinner, brunch kind of thing. But there'll be 2 meals during the 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. that you're there, along with the snacks and things. We'll still offer that. But we figured out that the 3 meals a day is more than most people want to eat. So, and the meals are included. It's not an optional thing now. So you come from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And you'll have 2 meals during that daytime on both days. And we charge $159.99, which is a pretty good deal. We have swag we give away. We have all the space you need to spread out and have fun. You get to hang out with your friends. So if you're not from this area and you want to come, there's some great hotels in the area. You could book a hotel room for a couple nights, come hang out with us, do a retreat weekend, escape weekend with the friends. It would be what I would do it in a heartbeat. I mean, I wish I could go to it and not just have to work all the time. So it's on our website. It's Sleep at Home, Stitch In. It's January 24th and 25th. So please come and join us if you want to, because we'd love to have you join for that. All the details are on the website if you want to sign up. It's actually already selling, and I expect it to sell out as quickly as the other one did. So we're going to try and do these every other month if we can for a while, just to give you guys an opportunity to get into that center. The video of showing it to you obviously stirred some interest in people renting. I got several emails from people who are ready to rent that space over there. Love to make that work for you. There is a site on our webpage. If you go to the Event Center on the bar, it says Event Center on the side. You can click on that. You can see some pictures, and we're going to have the documents uploaded so that you can see the pricing and things like that, because people were asking. So
I think what I learned about it, and it makes sense now, when I was getting feedback from the people coming in for the event, is that there's no distractions.
Yeah.
There's no kids bothering you, no spouses, interrupting your sewing.
Yeah.
It's just pure sewing from the time you arrive, from the time you leave. So you have all that time to really put into your project and get some serious quilting done. And quilting, I saw people working on 2 quilts, getting 2 quilts done.
Yeah.
Really, these people thought this through. You could tell they were excited. I mean, when I looked in there, I could just see people just so excited that they were able to just work on their quilts and not worry about, the interruptions that usually come when you're at home trying to quilt.
Yeah, the other part was we had somebody doing some wool work. We had someone knitting. It was really, there was some diversity. There was a lot of sewing machines in the room, but there were also other people doing other things. So don't feel like, okay, I'm a scrapbooker, or I'm a crocheter, or I'm I work with stringing beads or whatever. It's a free space. You can come and do what you want. And if you just need to get away from someplace and have a space to work.
Do your diamond painting.
There you go. Yeah, those whatever. I don't care. Just come hang out with us. And it's other crafters. Crafters have commonalities, whether they're doing the same craft or not. So if you just need to escape for a couple of days, come hang out with us. We'd love to have you. And they got a discount for stuff they bought in the store.
So I was going to bring that up, but
yeah.
I didn't want to pigeonhole you into something that we couldn't do.
Yeah.
But I knew that your lanyard got you special privileges.
It did. When you pay for it, it gives you a discount in the shop because you were here at the retreat. So you could come over and shop, and you got a better deal than everybody else because you had paid for the retreat. So I think $159 more than covers the meals and the time and the space, and just a place to hang out and not to get interrupted. So I think it's a good value for the money.
Free parking.
Free parking, yeah. Now you have to park on the side, but it is free parking. So anyway, we hope you'll come back and see us again. And that's all I've got to say about this for this area. We're going to go up and look at the handy quilter machines, and then there's some fabric to follow. Stay tuned. Okay, we've moved up to the front end of the store now. We were about midway back. Now we're up in the front in this machines department, and I'm showing you the handy quilter. This is one of our handy quilter Moxie machines, which we've got several of those that you can play with. There's a stationary machine. This one is the 15, I think, and then the extra large over there is 18 inches, Kathy? Yep. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm sitting down. I have bad knees. And so I sat down, and Kathy was so wise to point out, hey, you can sit and stitch. So look at this. I can sit at my machine, even though it's not a stationary machine, and I can still do this. And Peter's calling it bar stooling.
No, I'm calling it bar stool quilting.
Bar stool quilting. I love it. So I can just, roll down the row here with my chair, which is caught on something. Something is underneath my wheel. There we go. Okay. So I can sit and I can quilt. And I can come back and I can quilt again. And just
Like a
roll it.
typewriter.
Like a typewriter. Yeah. I'm like, ching, boom. But right now, through December 3rd, I think, December 6th, they are doing they're calling them Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals. And there's all kinds of pricing and stuff. You can call in and get the details. But right now, all our handy quilter machines, Pro Stitcher, tables, everything, are less than show price, which is like blow your brain out, because it's just the cheapest you're ever going to see these handy quilter machines. So if you have a machine already and you'd like to add Pro Stitcher, which I would strongly recommend, if you don't have Pro Stitcher, put it on there because it's awesome. You can add Pro Stitcher to your machine. Or if you've never even had a machine, you're like, okay, I think I want to get in. Start with one of these Moxies. They're great. They're affordable. And then let's say 6 months from now, you're like, okay, I need more. We can bring that machine in, trade it in, and get you into a bigger one. So right now is a really good time to invest in a handy quilter machine. Christmas is coming. You would need to buy it before December 6th, but then we could deliver it as a Christmas present if you'd like, around the Christmas holiday. Hold on to it, make a big surprise. We've done that before too. So if you're tired of paying somebody to finish your quilts, or if you've been trying to do them on your domestic machine and you just need more space to finish your quilts, come see us. These handy quilters, when we started as a dealer, 16 years ago, they were kind of a high-end item. Not everybody had one. Now it's real common for people to have them in their home. There's plenty of ways to make it work. We've got them 5 foot, 10 foot, 12 foot, however big you want them. Small tables, big tables, long necks, short necks. I mean, it's crazy. There's a combination that will work perfectly for your sewing environment. We've got some customers who have a table in their home that's a big table, and then like they have an RV, so they put a little one and they take it with them to Florida, and they just take the machine back and forth and they leave the tables in 2 different places. So there's a lot of ways to make this work, and we would love to get you into one. So if you've even slightly been thinking, hey, I'm ready to get a handy quilter, come talk to Kathy or Stephanie or Jessica or Julie or Deborah, whoever's working in that department that day. They're all capable of answering your questions. And let's get you hooked into a nice machine, because, man, this is just perfect. I hadn't thought about the setting thing, but I like that.
Yeah, get you a bar stool, man.
A bar stool. Yeah, get one of those rolly ones.
Yeah. Like that has the back.
Yeah.
And the rollers.
Although this is working pretty good.
Yeah.
And we can... The tables will adjust to whatever height you want. So I could use a hydraulic chair like this, and this rolls really very freely. So I could be like doing my thing, and I can reach all the way up there and all the way here. Now this one stops here because of the neck length. So if I had a longer neck length, I could go farther. But this is a kind of a great idea. I love it. I think anybody can do it. So get you a handy quilter. It's about time to do it right before Christmas. December 6th, last day.
I love these Black Friday deals that you don't have to wait till Black Friday, because you're limited. Like, you're only one person.
Right.
There's only so much Black Friday shopping you can do on Black Friday.
Right.
But these emails I've been getting on Black Friday deals, I've had the time to shop for them as I get them, because I started getting them a few days ago. I love it.
Yeah, I like getting it ahead of time. And I just think, why wait? I found if I can have all my Christmas shopping done by the 1st of December, it makes Christmas so much more fun.
And
because I don't have
because
to think about it.
Think about this, Cappy. They're getting the Black Friday deal.
Yes.
They're getting it installed before everybody else who is waiting before Christmas, which means they're all going to buy it at once. So they have to wait and wait and wait a long time to get it installed. This is awesome.
Yeah. Buy it now, get it installed now. You won't have a delay.
You'll be quilting on your quilt before Christmas.
Yeah, you could. You could have them done for us. Now, for those who are purists, we could install it in the house, and then you could take wrapping paper and wrap the entire thing up.
Oh my God, how fun would that be?
Put a big bow on it and then say you can't open till Christmas. Can you guess what's in it? Don't shake the package. Would that be fun?
That would be fun.
You know, that would be kind of fun, though, to put it in
It
somebody's house
would.
and have it all wrapped up and say you can't open it till Christmas morning.
Oh my gosh.
Well, anything's possible. You know what? We have little elves here that can do amazing things. So don't hesitate to check with us and see what we can do. So hopefully you'll come in, buy a handy quilter, best time ever. We love to work with you. We are one of the top dealers in the United States. We offer what we call white glove delivery and service. We have the machines shipped to us, and we check everything and make sure it's all correct and in the boxes, and then we come to your home and our installer sets it up, does everything he needs to get it ready for you. He does a brief walkthrough of how to use and operate the machine. Most of the time people don't remember what they're told because they're so excited they got a new machine. But then once you have your machine, you can come in and schedule a class with us. So we'll look forward to having you a part of our Handy Quilter family very soon. So that's it for the Handy Quilter department. Now let's go look at fabric. All right, we're up in the fabric area, which, you know, honestly, we sell more fabric than just about anything else other than machines in our store. So we're always excited about fabric. This is from the Figo company. It is called Cotton Tail, and it's cotton-tail, T-A-L-E. And it has bunnies. And, you know, Peter has a interest in bunnies. Look at these little bunnies laying on their pillows. What a beautiful fabric for a nursery. This would just be great. Baby blanket, decorate a nursery, maybe curtains and burp cloths and things like that. This would just be perfect for that. Some nice little go-withs. There's some, looks like little birds and bunnies, just a little dot kind of thing to go with it.
Oh, they're bunny faces.
They're bunny faces. Turnips. I think those are turnips too. Look, isn't that a turnip?
Yes.
I think it's a turnip. And then here's stars and clouds and the moon.
I should plant some turnips for my bunnies, some radishes.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love radishes. And the alphabet, we love alphabet. That always does well. And there's a pretty stripe, kind of has a cross-stitch vibe going on. There's another stripe. There's your border, your binding right there. Here's another neutral that just looks like little bunny tracks, maybe, little dots. And then here we are with the bunny flying a kite. So, Figo Cottontail. Love this. Soft, babyish. You know, everybody's always looking for a baby quilt, and this is not overtly male or female, so it's not gender specific. You could use it for either one. Love that. I think it's super cute. And now, okay, I talked about Tula last week, but wait, there was more, and I totally forgot I had ordered more fabric. So let's go this way. We'll give them a little eye candy on the way. Hi, Betty.
Hey, Betty, how was your Thanksgiving?
How was my
You
Thanksgiving?
haven't had it yet.
It was delicious.
So, funny story, you guys. When I came into work today, I've been asking everybody how their Thanksgiving was.
And we're all like, wait a minute, did we miss it? Did we have it and we forgot? Because, you know, we're so busy around here, sometimes we don't know which end's up. Okay, so Tula came in, and I showed you all the fabric last week. And you know what, guys? Thank you so much for all the comments on that video. You guys really appreciated us taking some time with the Tula fabric. But Peter, what did you notice today that you didn't notice when we did the video?
Poppy seed pods.
Poppy seed pods, right there. Poppies will make them sleep. We'll do the Wizard of Oz. But yeah, those are poppy seed pods right there. He when we walk by, he goes, "Oh my gosh, I didn't notice that." So that's just the depth of her design. You don't always see every little detail because there's just so much to look at. But what I'm excited about is what came in. I showed you all this last week, so okay, it's kind of last week's news. But we got the Minky. Ooh. So these are, how wide are they?
Wide.
60. I'm going to say 60 wide. Maybe 90 wide. I bet they're 90. Ooh, yeah, I think they're 90 wide, which is even awesomer. Okay, so these are Tula Pink, and they're minky. So they have that real soft fuzziness. Oh my gosh. They're from Free Spirit, Tula Pink Minky. This one is Northern something. This one is Fairy Dust. And this one is Paintex. So you can find these on our website too. Look, I love this one. The little ladybugs, isn't that fun? So here's your Minky to go with it. And then the other thing that came in that are Tulas that I absolutely love are these project bags. So project bags are just the best. I didn't even realize how much I needed project bags till I started using them. It's so nice to sort them. And look at all the different sizes we've got. There's kind of a medium size. Here's one with dinosaurs on it. Can I just tell you, even if I was a kid, I would get that project bag and put my like Legos in it or whatever, use it for storage. Here's a great big one. This one's, what do they call it? Gift wrapped. So it's got dinosaurs.
Does that, Cappy, does that zip 90 degrees around the corner?
Yes. So this is what you need to see. It unzips all the way here. So it flaps open like that. So if
So
you
you
have
can
big
get
quilt
to your
blocks-
stuff.
Yeah, if you've got big quilt blocks, this is the bomb.
Okay, I love that.
I
You know
love
what
that
that
too.
you know what that is? That's worth the price of admission
Worth
right
the price
there.
of admission. And then this one, so this one just zips across the top. But if you've got a little kid that's playing with dinosaurs, what a fun gift. Put all their dinosaur stuff in this and zip it closed, and then they could have someplace to take. I know I was always trying to keep my kids organized. Yeah, I failed abysmally, by the way. They were never, my kids don't think that way. They're not linear thinkers. And then this one, which we've had before, this is another one that opens at a 90 degree. But these, especially those quilts that you do, those bigger quilt box, the nice thing is they lay nice and flat, and then you can roll them. Glare, okay, sorry. Glare.
Still glare.
Still glare, okay. It's got a big owl on it. But what you do is you put your block in there, and then you roll this so the block doesn't get wrinkled. And then you can put it in like a, put a rubber band around it, it stays nice and tight. So love those. One of my favorite things to play with. And I'm gonna mess it up putting them back in. Okay. So that's new, and then, and I mean, we are all in on Tula this time. The minky, the ribbon, this, what do I want to say?
Webbing.
The bags, the wide backs. It's if you're looking for Tula, we've got it.
The rotary cutter.
The rotary, yeah, we got all her tools and things too. Then
the scissors.
Yeah, when they're lovely. The other thing that came in is from Jason Yenters in the Beginning Company, whom I absolutely love his fabrics. They always are vibrant and have just a magnetic personality to them. They're so stunning. This kind of has a cat theme. So, although there's not, there's some, where is it? Down here. Here's the one with cats on it. That's the one that actually has a cat, but the rest of it is just a floral. So he has a pattern that uses a cat. And so Tina, I'm not sure who Tina is, but Tina gave us a joke. What is a cat's favorite dessert? It's a mice cream cone. Love that. And then here's the pattern book that goes with this fabric. So these are called Whimsy quilts, and there's some great patterns in here. Let's just do a little scan. Oh, look, there's all my parts and pieces for my applique. Look at this one with the buses, or the fronts of the cars or trucks. There's one with some flowers, kind of abstract flowers. Of course, he has his mitered borders because that's what he does. Oh, I love this with the birds. Birds with the cats, get it? Want, want, want. Chirp, love it. So this is a nice pattern book. I always think of a pattern, if I'm going to buy a pattern, I want it to have more than one choice in it. So this is a $20 pattern book, and I've got 6 different patterns. That's worth it. I'm paying just a little more than $3 per pattern. I love that. Makes it a good investment. So that's Whimsy from the In the Beginning Company, Whimsy. If you're looking for it on our website, you can find it that way. And then we got to do our giveaway, Peter.
What giveaway? What are you talking about?
Oh, the one that we sat back at my desk and talked about all these cookies. So, y'all, we need recipes. Can I just tell you? So, just some of the cookies. I think we had over 40 or 50 comments. So we had, of course, peanut butter cookie was pretty high. Several people said they liked peanut butter cookies. Christmas crack, which several people had an idea what it was, and everybody's had a little different recipe. I'm just going to list these off. I mean, look at this. Chocolate crinkle cookie, peppermint zebra blossom cookie, surprise meringue. I don't know what that is, but I like it. Sugar cookie. Sugar cookie is kind of hands down the Christmas cookie. Black walnut with cream cheese icing. That was intriguing. Peanut butter blossom. And then sour cream sugar cookies. So some of you said sugar cookies and some of you said sour cream sugar cookies. I think I might have a recipe that calls for sour cream. It seems to me it's got a really good tang to it. A Chinese chew. I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
What is a Chinese chew? I'm so confused. Don't know what that is. Hello Dollies. I got you there. That's one of my favorites. Oatmeal raisin. And then we had to look this one up. But Peter says he's had these from his
I've
grandmother.
had these from my grandma.
And I'm going to say it wrong. Anisherbin, maybe. I don't know. It's an Italian anise cookie. And Peter has a grandmother who was evidently Italian. And so he has had those cookies. But I didn't know what they were. Ginger snaps, melting moments. Okay, that sounds good. Pecan cookie, chunky chocolate chips, orange chocolate snowballs. I'm not sure, but oh my goodness. Spritz, which my mom used to make spritz. Mexican wedding cakes. We ship those to Japan to my son for Christmas because they ship really well. That's a good cookie to ship. And then the one that we picked as the winner because she put the recipe. So smooth. We love that we got the recipe for her cookie. It's So Happy, SEWHAPI 2347, the snowflake with chocolate chip. You get the bag because you gave us the recipe. So if you
Yes.
So if that's you, you're going to need to contact orders at alwaysinstitches1.com and tell Deborah I won the cookie prize. And thank you for providing the recipe.
And
the rest of you.
she is so astute with attention to detail. Let me tell you what.
Yeah, she got the right. She put the cookie recipe in there, which we didn't ask for that, so no penalty.
I thought you hinted at it.
Suggested it.
You suggested it. You did.
But it wasn't a part of the
But she took the
contest.
suggestion and ran.
Yes. So we're going to send this to her, and
She's like, I got you, Cappy. I'm going to get you the recipe right here.
she did. She did. And then some of you got the hint that we want you to bring us cookies. I mean,
Thanks, Tom. You're the
Thanks,
best, Tom.
And so we are shameless. We will work for food. So if you didn't win this time, hang in there. It's the holiday season. We're going to give away some more stuff. That's this show, this particular video. We're giving this away. Next time we're going to have something else to give away. But this time I want to give this and focus on the cookies, and then go through that list. If some of you still have cookie recipes, we'd love to have them. A good cookie is worth its weight in gold. That's my favorite thing to get. So, all right, I think we've gone through everything on my list today. Peter, you got any parting words for the fans out there?
I wish I had parting words of wisdom. Harass your coworkers.
Yes.
Let them know that you love them by
Yeah.
giving them a really hard time.
That's how he works. That's how it works around here.
That's all I'm saying.
Our love language is sarcasm in the store. So if you hear us bantering back and forth with each other, we're just teasing and loving on each other like a family. We poke at each other. So sometimes people are like, are they upset? It's like, no, we're just playing. We're having a good time. So what I would suggest you do is watch this video again if you missed something. Go to our website, shop as much as you can because stuff's going to sell out and then you'll be disappointed. Sign up for the retreat because, oh my goodness, it was so much fun. And then like and follow this and subscribe to it, share it with your friends, tell them all about it, and come in and buy a handy quilter because we're never going to get a better price. So thanks a bunch for watching us and have a happy stitchy day. Bye.